So the first question is, how do you create your like look and brand? And I don't really have like a straightforward answer for this because I feel like I've kind of transformed over time. Um, when I first started as a content creator, I just wanted to like create something that no one else had created, which is why I picked the username Delphron, because literally it had no Google search results at all. And so it's cool that when you search Delphron, it's all me now. I think now that my understanding as a content creator has like grown and who I am as a person and a streamer has grown, I feel like I've always tried to make like a comfy and inclusive space, right? And I'm not the kind of like in your face person. Like I don't have like the flashiest like design or brand. Like I'm not here like over here like shouting, being like, hey, you know, like here I am. But I just kind of do me and hope that the people who want to be here will be here. What was the best biscuit or snack that goes best with tea? If you had asked me this a long time ago, I would have said like maybe like a digestive biscuit or something small. That'd be kind of cool. But since then, I've been introduced to the wonderful, beautiful, heavenly snack known as Tim Tams. And if y'all haven't had a Tim Tam from Australia, y'all are missing out. It is wild. Like the Tim Tam Slam has transformed. Like if you want like a nice little snack with tea, like with a cup of tea, the odd Tim Tam is so good, so freaking good. You like bite off like the corner of the bottom, the opposite corner of the top, and then you suck the tea through like a straw. And as the tea goes through like the biscuit, it like melts it a little bit, and then when you eat it, it's like all gooey and chopped. Oh, it's so good. It's so beautiful. What were the inspirations for your VTuber design? So I've had like a couple of different like iterations of my VTuber design. When I first started, I kind of had like this like fairy design, and I thought that's what I wanted because there had been this like fairy lore around my stream, and like it kind of seemed like it suited. But as time went on, I didn't really associate myself with the model. Like I didn't really feel like the model was me. It kind of felt like a character I was portraying. And so when I switched over to the wolf model, I still wanted to make my wolf model a little bit more like kind of like monster beast in a way, but I wanted it to be still kind of more kind of to me, which is why we switched like the color palette. So we switched from like the brown colors like blue and kind of like that lilac-y pink. And I had like kind of like clothing that I like wanted to wear or that I liked wearing. And then for this model, I literally just like designed this whole outfit myself, and I kind of like aged up my VTuber because for some reason I felt weird playing like a Twinkie VTuber because I'm like a little bit older myself, and so I wanted like a VTuber that I felt like kind of resonated a little bit more with me, and so I like it. Boop, 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 boop. So that was kind of my VTuber design. Like y'all, like this is like everyone's seen like my full VTuber. Like, I think everyone has seen the image where, like, I literally, like, drew this on a piece of paper, and I sent it to Maka, and I was like, can you please, like, make this real? Like, here are the materials. Can you just, can you make this real so that I can be this guy? Like, literally, it was, like, the worst doodle I've ever seen, and Vino was like, I got you. Bet. Listen, if you're a standing VTuber, don't you get tired? Don't you want to sit down, rest those booty cheeks, plop those thighs down on a chair? Aren't you tired of standing all the time? One of them is what got you into Minecraft. And one of the big things that got me into Minecraft was Stacy. Stacy Plays. I've talked about this before, but I was at a very dark point in my life before I ever recorded a video. I can't remember why I refreshed my YouTube page or something refreshed it. Like, I think maybe like the browser like glitched for a second and it refreshed or something. But a Minecraft video from Stacy appeared in my on my like For You page or something, on like the homepage. And so I clicked it, and for the first time in like a long time, I was just happy. And I was just smiling because this girl just cared about dogs, and she was playing a Minecraft game, and that was all that mattered. And so it kind of made me rethink, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I so caught up in this idea that it's a race and that I'm failing on this journey when, like, I was walking someone else's path, basically. And when I finally decided to, like, walk my own path and do something for myself, that's when things started, like, getting better for me. And then I guess because, like, I fell in love with, like, Stacy playing Dogcraft, I, like, eventually started watching her very first, like, cube videos when she was, like, playing with Grazer in them. And so I started recording, like just, like, normal videos like Stardew Valley and Shelter. And then eventually I started recording, like, Minecraft videos. And I realized that, like, I can build what's in my head in Minecraft, because I was so used to doing things when I was a kid, like building my own levels with paper, that it made sense to me. And I'm glad that people, like, resonate with that. And so I think the lesson for me there is that, like, there was no future for me, right? Where I was in life, with what my ideas were, with what I was expecting, because I was, like, chained to this idea of, like, I had to be like everyone else, there was no future for me. And when I let those, like, walls and barriers that I had built myself fall away, I realized that there's endless possibilities for me. And all I have to do is, like, do my best and do them. Like, I have nothing to prove to anyone but me. And as long as I can stand on my own 2 feet and say, you know what, I tried my best, I really did, that's all that matters. No matter how many times I fail, no matter how many times I get back up again, no matter how many times I miss the mark, as long as I can sit here and say, you know what, I tried my best, that's all that matters. Are you shifting stuff in your room again? Okay, so actually, I'm considering it. I'm considering shifting things in my room. Not. Okay, let me be this. Okay, so I'm a doll collector. I collect a lot of dolls, okay? I have a lot of dolls, specifically like Barbie and Monster High, okay? I love doll collecting. I have, like, a huge Monster High doll collection, right? There's new dolls coming out that I need room for. And so I've had to, like, move around some displays to, like, make room for these dolls. But I have these, like, LOL surprise dolls. I have 5 LOL surprise dolls. And they're a little bit different because I don't collect LOL surprise, but I love these 5 dolls. And I don't know where in my room to display them. And I was thinking of buying them a dedicated, like, shelf for it, but I don't know. What's my favorite tea and my least favorite tea? I think my favorite tea is the one that I drink all the time, which is Irish breakfast tea. Like there is other teas that are, like, more delicious, but, like, Irish breakfast tea is a tea that I cannot go a day without. Like, I literally can't go a day without. I have to have it. My least favorite tea is anything that has lemon already in it. Like, if you have green tea, I will cut up fresh lemon and put it in. But if you give me a green tea and lemon tea bag, or, like, a green tea and lemon, like, mix, it is so horrid to me. The lemon just is so bitter when it gets dried. I don't like it at all. What are you still hoping to accomplish as a VTuber? Oh, okay. So for me, I would love to average 200 to 300 viewers. It's been, like, a dream of mine because we did average that before. And when I switched content, I dropped a lot of viewership. And I've never really gained back up to that level. And I think I would really love to, like, average that. Like, having an average like that would be kind of cool. I would love to hit the Partner Plus program, so if people could like gift subs and sub more, that would be amazing, because then we could hit the Partner Plus program, be great. I would love to be working with more brands, honestly. There's a lot of like deals that I never took when I was like a younger streamer, and like a lot of sponsorships I kind of avoided, and I kind of want to develop that skill base and develop that more. I also really want to bring out merch for my channel. I've never had merch. It's so sad. I've never had merch. And so like I really want to have like just bring out merch for my channel and just have like sell like a keychain or something silly. I think it'd be so cool. We know you're a proud Irishman, but how do you feel about where you grew up? And I think when I was living there, like when I was growing up there, I definitely felt very small. It felt very small. It felt very like restrictive, and you really couldn't do anything without everyone really knowing. You couldn't even do anything like 2 towns over without people gossiping and knowing about it. Like everyone knew what was going on, right? And I hated that because I like to like know what I like to be in control of what I put out there and have it, you know, like if I want you to know something, like you'll know it, but if I don't want you to know something, then it's mine to keep, right? But now that I've moved out of there, I do miss that. Like I miss the communal feel. Like I miss the friendliness of like knowing everyone in my town and like the safety of that too. I don't think I could live there. But when I go back, it's like entering like a little bubble of peace in a way. Like it just feels like kind of like a sanctuary. But I don't think who I am, I don't think that's it. I don't think it's built for me. I think I was born there, but I think I'm one of those like dandelion seeds that like needs to drift on the wind and like go somewhere else, you know? Let's see. If you could leave a mark on the world that preceded you, what would it be? See, this is a scary question because like I don't like thinking about when I'm gone. I don't like thinking about when I'm gone, but I think for me, oh, this is sad. I think for me, when it comes to like leaving my mark on the world, I think deep down, if I knew that I had made people's lives better, I think that would be okay. But I think I would, like, I need to see that. You know what I mean? Like, I think I need to, like, I need to be, like, I need to know that I made people's lives better. It's not enough that I just do good things. Like, I would like to know that I made people's lives better. And, like, knowing that, that would be a mark I would like to leave. Like, I would love, like, my niece right now, Katie. Like, I would love if she grew up and, like, I was, like, a positive story that she was telling people. What values are most important to you? So I think for me, kindness is very, very important. I don't like meanness. Like, I'm not a mean individual, or I try not to be a mean individual. So, like, kindness, being sympathetic, and also just being aware of people around you is important. Like, you know, it's okay to feel confident and feel like you're that king or that queen, but also don't forget that everyone else in the room also should feel like a king and a queen as well, you know? I think those are, like, important to me. Like, openness, like, feeling comfortable, like, they're all important to me, I think. Oh, if you weren't a streamer, what would you be doing? I think if I wasn't a streamer, ideally, if I wasn't a streamer, I'd love to be an artist. I turned away from art during my life, and I love it so much. I love painting and sculpting, drawing and like molding things. And so I definitely think I would have found my way. I definitely would have found my way to art. Ooh, if you could time travel to any era, which would you choose? I think for me, I don't really care about the past, you know? I think for me, I would love to see more of the future. Like, there's like, you like look back on the times, like the eras, like the Victorian era, you know, like the olden days, and I'm like, I just feel like I wouldn't enjoy any of it at all. Like, I really wouldn't have enjoyed it. I wouldn't have felt comfortable. I wouldn't have felt safe. Like, there's nothing about those eras that I wouldn't, I just wouldn't do it. What's one bad habit that you wish you could quit? A bad habit. Oh, I think for me, a bad habit is that I get jealous very easily. And sometimes I let that impact me negatively. Like, sometimes it'll stop me from doing things, or I'll fall out in love with doing things because I'll have like a pang of jealousy, or I'll feel like I'm not good enough, or I'll feel like, oh, like if I do it now, people are just going to think that I'm doing it because of this. And so I just don't do it. And I wish, like, that's such a bad habit because there's so many projects that I could do that would be so amazing that I just never bothered with because I was so worried about like jealousy and insecurity, you know? But I'm working on it. We're working on it and we're getting there. It said, what do you love most about your community? I think for me, like, I could say, like, my community is kind, my community is safe, my community is inclusive. But I think the genuine thing that I love the most is the spontaneity in this community. I can't tell you how many times I've cried over just someone doing something stupidly kind. Like Avis getting a tattoo of something I randomly doodled. Like Kuzum randomly messaging me and like being so excited for like a game day, or like someone came in before and gifted like 300 like subs and like $600, and Dwight gifted me that mug, you know, or that random Korean streamer, the Korean chatter came in and gave me like a Starbucks gift card because they wanted me to like have a good day. Like, I just love the spontaneity for kindness in this space. And that's not something that you can like encourage or grow. That's just who you guys are, if that makes sense. That's just who you are, and I love it. You know, would I collab with some small beginner streamers? Yes, I would. I'm actually streaming tomorrow with a couple of streamers who are setting out on their journey. One of them actually just debuted, which is like so crazy. Their name is Quintus Scriptor. Ooh, okay, Yoshel wants to know, what is something that not many people know about you, and what prevents you from sharing that part of yourself? I don't think there's very much that I haven't shared. I think for me, I think insecurity, and I worry a lot about what the world thinks of me, and I worry a lot about like, I just worry a lot. And so like I'm a really funny person, and I love like a lot of like silly, quirky things. And I think I've just been slapped down a lot in my life. So it's hard for me to just let go and fully be myself in any situation. Like, even when I meet new people, I have such a hard time like dropping that level of control, because I've just had it negatively impact me so many times. And so I guess it's like a protection thing of like I'm trying to protect myself from like letting those down too early. You know? What was my biggest inspiration to stream? My husband. I was the bigger YouTuber. Well, he had like more numbers, but I was more into YouTube than he was. He was more into streaming. And so he like taught me how to stream, showed me a love for it. He showed me like he had a whole folder full of fan art that he has gotten from people all over the world, just full of like messages telling people like how they've made his life, like how he's made their life better. And it really showcased that like I can connect with people more via streaming than I can through a video, you know? How are the pets doing? Pets are doing good. As y'all know, I lost a budgie recently. I lost 2 budgies recently. We still have 2, and we have a pupper. They're doing good. Henry's lost a bit of weight, which is nice. He was overweight by 20 pounds, and so since we started this like new like diet regimen, he's been doing very, very well, and I'm really excited. And hopefully, we can get back to like normal food and stuff in a couple of months. But they're all doing good. They're all doing good. No, nothing to like complain about or worry about. Henry start eating again? Mm-hmm. Yep. He's loving the little tuna. He does these like little like hunger strikes where like we'll give him food and he'll only eat half and then he keeps it. And then if you take the bowl and pretend to fill it up, he thinks that he got more food, so he starts eating again. It's so silly. He like thinks he's tricking the system, but he's not tricking the system. It's so silly. Like he's already lost over a pound. And he's like literally been on bed rest for 2 weeks. So I'm like, you clearly were just eating too much. If you ever did a hand cam stream, what would it be? I've actually done hand cam streams before. I love art. So I would love to like do like a doodle drawing stream, drawing stuff, drawing like Pokemon from memory. Like I honestly, I would love it. If I could set up a stream where I could do hand streams again, hands down I would love it. The thing with me and doing things is I need to be able to do it easy. If it's complicated, my brain says no. And I need to make the unless someone does it for me, I need to make the process super like easy. Which is why I have such a hard time streaming console games, because I have to like set up my Elgato, bring it all in. I have to switch my screens. So if I was to do like cooking streams or hand streams, I would love to do Lego streams. Like buying a Lego kit and setting it up would be amazing. Like I would love to even like make those little book nooks on stream. Those would be really, really cool. But again, I'd have to like figure out a way to set it up in such an easy way. And I just haven't put a lot of energy into like figuring that out. But I would love to. That would probably be what I would love to do first, is like make a book nook or do a doodle stream or a simple cooking stream. I would love to do a cooking stream. Favorite anime of all time and favorite anime character from it. Okay. I think for me, my favorite anime of all time I think it's gotta be Cardcaptor Sakura. There's something about Sakura and the Cloud cards and Kiro that just make me smile every time. They have such an impact on me. And like the costume changes, the gay brother, like there was something about the Cardcaptor series that I just fell in love with. My second favorite anime, I would say, is Free Iwatobi Swim Club. That's like my next favorite. Those two are definitely up there. Cardcaptor is number one for sure. My favorite character, though, I think it would be Toya. I think it would be Toya from the brother. I think it would be him because he was so cool. I always wish like I had a brother like him. Well, a husband like him. What inspires you in the VTuber community? I think for me, My biggest inspiration is other VTubers and like what they do. I'm constantly like looking at other VTubers on my Twitter, on my Twitch, on like their schedules to see what they do. I like check into their streams to see like the things that they're doing, the jokes that they're making, like the models that they have. Like there's some people who like plan for events and stuff, and they're so creative, and there's a lot I can learn from them, right? There's so much I can learn from like other people, and not even people that are bigger than me. Some of the people who are most inspiring are all smaller than me because they want to grow and they want to do amazing things, and so they have this drive and this creative motivation to like do it. Okay. Let me see. What's my next question? What is your VTuber career goal? I think my VTuber career goal is just to be able to like do this consistently and to like get to a place where I can support my family. You know? I think ideally that's what I would like to do. Is get to a place where I can support my family and be able to just take some of the weight off, you know, like the burden. Yeah, that's kind of everything I have. That was the Q&A. That's literally everything that we have. Everything, right? That's all the questions.